Hey everybody, we just averted a disaster, but you won't know that. Actually, maybe you will. Maybe I'll add a montage of some kind, but some weird shit happened when I fired up the Switch capture tonight. Okay, audio's completely dead. Ooh, love this flickering. Oh! This Zelda clip, I don't know. This is the new world of Zelda. The volume sounds like fucking rats scurrying away with garlic bread. But we're not here for rats, we're here for birds. So let's get into it. So last time we did Zelda, here's what happened. We did Divine Beast. We're doing the DLC quest right now, right? We've found 2 of the 3. One of them is clearly Va Meadow, from what we just did. The other one was... yeah, I think Va Ruta, because it was trying to prove points about Mifa. Oh man. Straight off the bat, it's good to be back. Just seeing the game load in. There's a certain refreshing feeling to it. Let's see though. Let's have a look around. Because now the question becomes, okay, we did Va Meadow, we did Va Ruta. Which one do we want to do next? And because I just hate this region so much, I think I'm going to go Gerudo first. Let's go to Gerudo Tower. See, the first problem here is actually finding where Cass is in Gerudo, because with, what are the regions called? I mean, with Lanayru, but what's the... Tabantha? Is that the Rito one? I kind of just remembered those from the cutscene, but here, I don't know. I think I'll just have to take a look around and listen for a certain song. What do you mean DLC quest rip? Also, is it just me or, like, is the frame rate looking crustier than usual? Like, I don't know, I've got my fair share of screen tearing and sub 30 FPS performance with this capture card. This is more so than usual. Let me, like, close Discord real quick. Let me close a couple things that may be affecting resources. I don't even know if that's any nicer. If it is, it's by just barely. You realize that by playing this game, you will tempt me to reset it for the 3rd time. Snoodoodle, this playthrough has been going on since March. You're a little late, my friend. Boy, there's a lot of unexplored territory here, huh? Hold on. If I go and, like, check my quests... oh, the location's marked on the map? Oh, it just shows you. Okay, I was way off. That's helpful. I thought it was kind of like the little photo things that you had to do once you actually reach these locations, where you kind of just have to guess it or infer it or estimate it based on the topography. But yeah, yellow marker is a little bit easier. Especially because the giant... I don't know if I would call it a canyon, but it is a very tall wall that is made of stone. This whole thing that, like, surrounds the desert, that's a lot of ground to cover. But not anymore, baby. Oh no. Oh, Spectacle Rock, look at that, that's clever. I didn't notice that. But here's the thing. In order to avoid angering the camel, I have to go around the camel. I can't just walk past it, or I'm gonna get in big trouble. I'm gonna get grounded. So I gotta be very, very careful. I reset it back in March, and it's been that long. Wow, really? I mentioned this a little bit last time, but I don't know what I'm going to do after I'm finished with this playthrough. Because ideally, you would think I would... Froggy? Oh, Astral Froggy. Ideally, you would think I would just go back to my, you know, normal file and then just play from there, but... So, camel anus, huh? I don't know if that's what I want to do exactly, because my, what's it called, the map feature? The Hero's Path mode. It's pretty much maxed out on my other save file, and I don't want to go over the 200-hour limit and start erasing progress from the beginning, because that's special to me. This playthrough I can record all I want, but that's something that I can't get back, so I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely deleting this cast profile, because I mean, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the kid I was babysitting does not have very many games on his Switch at all. And yet he had, like, completely run out of storage when he was trying to, like, get an update for something. And I'm like, well, what's taking up all this space? And so it turns out this dude has, like, 5 profiles on his Switch, which, you know, whatever. Kids be fucking with menus, but is that gonna move? Let's find out. No, we're safe. But I looked into, like, the storage settings. I'm like, well, which one of these do you not use? So we deleted a few, and it turns out whenever you make a new profile, it, like... Okay, clearly I was wrong. But the stasis! Oh no, I don't have good shields! Oh no! But it turns out when you make a new profile, it, like duplicates all your profile data, so... Even though we only had, like, 2 games, which were cartridge-based, a lot ended up being, like, wasted, so... I don't want the same thing to happen to my profile with this cast business. Oh no! These are all nice shields! Laser deflecting with this kind of input delay? I can't even... I'm trying to press down on the... There we go. On the D-pad. It's not working out for me. I mean, the deflections are doing a lot of damage, but I'm not very good at landing them, let alone targeting properly. Well, I guess it'll free up my inventory. God, what a start. Why not? Why not start a stream by just... May as well throw all these shields right off a cliff. I'm not gonna have much left. I'm being backed into a corner here. Whew! I did not ask for this, I'll have you know. I'm getting out of here before more Guardians see me. I don't want to... Thank you, Mifa, just in time. As you can tell, I'm starting very late tonight, and it is taking its toll. I can't speak, I can't gamer, but I can look at this pretty sunset and go, wow, pretty. When I reset it in March, I managed to climb Zora River without meeting Sidon or any of the cutscenes with the Zora. Felt liberating fighting the rain. That's kind of what I did. If you, I don't know, Snoodle, I don't know if you've kept up with the Breath of the Wild playthrough, but I tried to do that as well. You get an alternate cutscene if you don't see him a single time. There he is. There's my man. Can I stasis you and, like, launch you up? No, I can't. That would be cool if I could. So how come is it that you can't climb normal Sheikah surfaces, but Guardians are very climbable? Maybe it's like the same line of thought as the towers, who knows? I always get very cautious about that second swing, because I don't want to send the minerals that I just claimed, like, flying off this cliff. Or just shatter it entirely. Anyways, speaking of being shattered, I haven't TBH because your takes raise my blood pressure. Well, we're past Lanayru, we're past Zora's domain, so for the rest of this playthrough, I can't imagine that Mifa discourse will go on anymore. It's all smooth cast sailing from here, baby. Alright, what are we looking at here? So there's one... Is that north of the Yiga clan hideout? Boy, and there's going to be shrine puzzles involved with all of these, too. Hi, Sexy. This stone monument has survived for 10,000 years. What secrets does it hold? Oh, how strange to see someone else at this ample altitude. I wonder what brought him here. This is beautiful lighting for Cass to be lit by. Oh, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. I'm afraid traveling on my own encourages me to talk to myself on occasion. Look, as expected, there's one here too. One of the monuments mentioned in my teacher's unfinished song. Ah, such a rush of happiness I feel at being able to sing while the divine beast watches over us. The song my teacher left behind. There's a verse about the trials that Champion Urbosa overcame. Allow me to sing it for you. Lightning King of the Desert. Naboris' champion, the stalwart. The hero's power shall grow. Seek trials. Okay, I was about to say, is that already the end? 1. Fight the brute of the sand. 2. Chase rings upon the land. 3. Throw the orb underground. Champion, trials abound. So, did it move you? It did. That was a very good rhyme, Cass. By steeping myself in legends of the champions, I'm beginning to form a deeper understanding of them. This will prove invaluable in writing the key verses of the song. It's as though the champions are speaking to me through the song. I hear their silent plea for its completion. That's why I must learn more about the champion of Hyrule's past. Luckily, the Gerudo chief Riju and her guard Bularia shared some precious tales of their champion with me. I'm grateful I was able to visit Gerudo Town, even though I had to, well, leave my comfort zone. Leave my comfort zone a bit. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I think I've seen people draw this, but I didn't realize it was canon. Guys, Cass dressed like the Gerudo. I think I might have to draw that now. Holy shit. Might have to step into my comfort zone. Woo! Ooh, okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay. We'll put the orb in the hole. Is quite clearly... Actually, what is it quite... Where is the Yiga hideout? There should be like a big gaping hole in the map, right? Ah, here. There's a big old roof over all of this, though, so it's hard to see. Yeah, maybe the big icon that says Yiga Clan Hideout would help. Alright, let's see. One of them is about a beast in the sand? I think that's just like fight a Molduga, but... I don't think we've done one of those on stream. That'll be fun. I love the Molduga battles. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. I mean, Gerudo Town's right there, and the thingy's right there, so... Maybe here? Oh, wait, we got stray icons. This was, yeah, to get the dragon scale. That's not needed anymore. And... What's the third one here? Thinking more about how The Legend of Zelda lead devs were baffled why people wanted to play as Zelda. Why would we when we have Gerudo Link? We have everything we need right here. And to the left of the maze... Maybe this is where the Molduga is. I don't really know what I'm in for with this one, really. Let's see, which one's the closest then? I guess the blue one. Let's go this way. See, but I'm still playing with Pro Mode. I don't got that mini-map. So you gotta observe the environment and go from there. That thing's definitely coming for my wig, just saying. I do appreciate that Zelda seems to be getting a bigger role in Breath of the Wild 2, though, because, like... I don't mind it here, because she doesn't get very much screen time. But in, like, the memories and stuff, and, like, the way the game ends, and kind of the whole setup, like, Zelda kind of does all the hard shit for Link, so she's not doing nothing, but I can see where that urge comes from. At the same time, I don't think gamers should be allowed that right, because I think they would abuse it. Have you guys seen the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild modding community? It's a fucking pit of sin. Have you guys seen the female Link mod that's like, I have feelings for this male character, but that would be gay, so I have to fix this so that it's not weird or gross anymore. And they, like, make his hips and his waist, like, very grossly exaggerated, and they give him boobs. It's like that fucking Nier mod, where her proportions are off the charts, and she's walking around like this test room with these enormous fucking medicine ball-sized bits wobbling about. Jiggle physics to the max. Anyways, yeah, haha. Frankly, I think gamers were already given too much, because there's that one memory where Zelda bends over, and now I think I'm gayer. I'm still going the right way, right? What is this? Oh, that's the top of the maze. We've definitely got to do one of these. But if there's any one that I want to do, I'm kind of tempted to do this. There's a lot in Northern Hyrule that I kind of want to cover, actually, before we do finish up this series. No, though, it is further this way. How about just letting people play as Zelda because she's a good lassie and kids need powerful lesbians in their lives? People can play Anodyne 2 if they want that. Frankly, I don't trust the devs with a playable Zelda. I think they would make it like Super Princess Peach and they'd be like, but we need girl gameplay. Otherwise, what would Link do? Also, I'm beginning to like immediately regret this decision because there's not a single sand seal in sight. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Unless I should hop along these pillars to create a checkpoint and just avoid Molduga encounters entirely. Because it's the most fun when you've got a sand seal coming with you. If you're on the sand, kind of fucking sucks. You know what, here's what, fuck this. I'm gonna warp to Gerudo Town. I'm gonna do the objective directly next to that one, come back here with the sand seal, have a blast. I don't know, you watch other people fight the Molduga and they just like stand in one place and throw bombs and, you know, rinse and repeat, and it's so boring, you know? But the rhythm that you can establish when you get a sand seal and you're going around and the music, like it's, I don't know. I can't bring myself to cheese it like that, even if it's, I'm sure, intended in a way, but I just want to have fun. Who would have thought? I know it's crazy these days. Video games fun? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let me read the riddles again, because one's for the hole, one's for the Molduga. Chase rings upon the land. Oh, perfect. So we'll actually need a sand seal for this anyways, from the looks of it. I can, like, go along the walls, though, right? I just don't want to, like, be slowed down by the sand is all. Then I can descend upon the seals. Oh, come on. I'm just walking along the wall. I'm just on the sidewalk. Oh, boy. Far forbidden from entering this town. This is Gerudo law. Do you understand? No. Though, come to think of it, I do need to utilize this for a moment. How is this organized? Yeah, there we go. By set. Little bit. There's one errand that I would like to run here because we've got a ton of spirit orbs from the DLC stuff that we've been doing so far, and I think because we're going after a Molduga, and I'm not the best at Moldugas, I think they're fun. I love those encounters, but I do end up taking a lot of damage, so it may be wise to invest in more. Never mind, I'm getting stamina vessels. We'll make do. Gerudo boys make do. Neat. No, not you, Muava. I know what a goddess statue is, lady. Stamina vessel. There we go. See, I'm using A to confirm, but otherwise I'm using B to mash, so sometimes I just back out of the menus when, like, the text reaches the end. But stamina is stamina. We're good to go. I mean, this isn't gonna mean a fucking thing because the sand slows me down so much, but... God, and I wasted all my shields in that Guardian, too. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, stand this Molduga. Also, I might want to stay the night. Because otherwise I'm going to be, like, in the middle of this encounter. And it's going to, like, whoop, reset. The boss, nothing happened. The boss is perfectly fine now. So I'm going to make a fire right here. And just kind of fast forward to the Blood Moon. I think at this point I've given up hope of trying to ride these situations out. I'll just let it do its thing. I think I had that stamina gauge maxed before I had 8 hearts. I should remind chat that in my original playthrough, I didn't do either of those things because I didn't know how to do the goddess statue stuff. Like, it forces you to do it the once in the Great Plateau, but I thought you had to find a different goddess statue every time you wanted to upgrade, and I never in a single town noticed the tiny baby ones. So I would go, like, I would fight the Lionel that's, like, at the base of Mount Lanaroo. Like the one, I can point it out on the map right now. The one right here. This Lionel that hangs out here. I fought that thing with 4 hearts. And little stamina. Which means that everything fucking one-shotted me, but you know what? I kept at it and I got good and I won. I won! Also, I need to get Seal first if I'm going through any rings of any kind. I really gotta, like, watch a speedrun of this sometime, because people, like, choosing, like, the 3 hearts or the stamina or whatever, like... Because 3 heart runs have always been a thing in Zelda games, but here there actually seems to be, like a real significance to doing it. I haven't watched one in a while. And the tech is constantly evolving with how people are finding ways to cheese Breath of the Wild's, quirks and mechanics and whatnot. So, like, people are still doing it. So a run nowadays looks completely different from what one might look like a few years ago. It's really cool. Oh, look at this. They even provide some seals right before this ring challenge. Just for me. Sorry, I can't talk. Gotta go. One thing that is a little awkward about this, with seal surfing, love it though I do, is, the camera. You guys notice this? If I turn the camera to look at Link's side and then let go, the camera will, oh boy, slowly drift to, No! No! Well, the good news is that was just the second ring. But look, I'm looking at Link's front, not touching the analog stick, and it forces me to look at Link from behind. And particularly when you're trying to do anything of importance while using a sand seal, say, aiming a bow, or using a weapon of any kind, really, or just not moving. Anything that's not moving. It becomes very tricky when you can't use the camera to see. Did you complete your save file with only 4 hearts? I mean, I figured it out eventually, but by that point I had, like, dozens and dozens and dozens of spirit orbs. I never knew there was one in most cities, just use the one in Kakariko. I think that was my case for a while as well, but slowly but surely I figured it out. The other tricky part with these is that I like using the yellow sand seals more, because they move at the same speed as a Molduga, so I guess I didn't really need it for this one, but the red ones go too fast, and I actually don't like that. So I wish there was one that was like the speed of the yellow ones, but they still, like, didn't run away when you dismounted. Because as far as Moldugas go, that is the most optimized way to have a good time, baby. Ho ho! Man, the first several hours of that Breath of the Wild playthrough were crazy as well. Like, I had gone like tens of hours in, maybe like 20 or 30, and I still, no thank you. And I still hadn't even found my first dungeon. I was just like exploring the world and constantly finding new things. And then my first dungeon was Divine Beast Vanaboris. And that was a mistake. Also did that with 4 hearts. Not a good idea, but I did. Dual purpose. Oh, I love these electricity puzzles. These are my favorite shrines that use this mechanic. And now we get more with the DLC, so hell yeah. But is this gonna... Oh, transmit electricity. So I gotta cross and then connect. If only there was a tame but feral sand seal for me. No. Because you would think that the sand seals, they all start as the shitty yellow ones. Yeah, I guess I should get down here. That's the only way I'm moving these properly. But then they train them to be better. I'm saying they should just tame them to the point where they stay, but not train them to be, like, fast and good. I'm sure in races it comes in handy, but Moldugas it does not. No thank you. Ah, but now I'm going to have to connect this circuit from this end, so I can't, like, abandon pieces like this. Von Namboris, I think you mean non-Namboris. I mean, you saw it here first on this stream, folks. I like that dungeon, and I like the Divine Beasts in general, so crucify me if you please. I think this is what I want to do? As a matter of fact, it is. Cool. It would be nice if you could domesticate a sand seal, but that would require a sand seal stable. Yeah, like horses. I never thought about that, but that's a totally good idea. I mean, hey, Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be the same world as 1, so who knows what kinds of quality of life things they're going to add in. Also, if I'm standing on this and I choose to move this and drag myself, oh my god, I can move parts that I'm standing on. It's a miracle. But wait a second, what are we trying to get the circuit to exactly? I think this is what we need? Oh, I don't know actually. This is a tricky one. And I really don't want to zap myself here. Nice and easy. I want to like... Oh. Well, there it was for a second. Yeah, there's like a sweet spot that you can get it into if you like maximize the space. And I'm sure there are easier ways of doing this. But yet here I am. See, but now this is electrified, so now what? I guess if I break the circuit and then climb up and then move that back into place? But then I can't see this block from here. That's a tricky one. Okay, I'll push this, and then I'll bring this back. A little bit more? No, nothing? You got nothing? Come on. I guess from here I can do anything I want, technically. Just squeeze that over a little bit. Oh, I had it for a split second. Ho ho! Oh, that was it. Cool. That was a fun one. I'm not saying I dislike Von Naboris, I just mean that you spend the rest of the game wandering and getting ambushed by Yiga. I discovered that climbing a tree makes them leave you alone. Boy, Monolith Soft really did assist with this game's development, huh? That's a total Xenoblade quirk. I mean, I know technically they only helped with the map design from what I understand. Oh, 2 remain. I thought we had 4 to do. I guess I was the one that placed the 3 markers. That would make sense. Wasn't there another chest at the other side? Oh, you know what? Maybe. Probably. But you know what? I'm fine. Probably wasn't anything very good anyways. That's kind of how the shrine puzzles just always are, though. You know? The air has become very hot. What do you mean very hot? I'm already wearing Gerudo clothes. What more do you want from me? There's a chest here if it makes you feel any better. I understand, though. Under normal circumstances, I do like going after the chests, if only because the extra bit of puzzle that leads up to them is fun. But here, that's a little bit of like a... Holy shit, okay, don't mind if I do. in a situation like this, where I'm just like streaming it and I'm kind of just doing the bare basics, I don't know if there's any meaning to doing that, or any point rather. Nah, I mean, shrines always have chests in them, at least one, because there's like that little chest icon on the map. Oh man, I sure am taking damage, huh? Okay, there we go. I don't understand why I'm taking heat damage. I already got my Gerudo stuff on. Yeah, set bonus, heat resistant. I guess even in a place like this, there's like additional heat on top of what I'm dealing with. Why don't you go for the Hylian shield? Well, I will eventually when I get to Hyrule Castle, but... You know what, there's another memory that we haven't done there either. For this stream, what I want to do is just focus on these last two DLC thingies. Because last stream, I guess I can't really look at it right now, we did Zora and Rito. This one I want to do Gerudo and Yunobo. Goron. They're all Yunobos now. But considering how many shields I just shattered at the beginning of the stream... Jesus! Wouldn't be the worst idea. There's 2 levels of heat and cold resistance. Well, yeah, but the only next best thing that I have for that is Lobster. Is like the flame breaker stuff. And I don't think that works in desert heat. I just think that prevents you from bursting into flames, which is not what's happening here. I guess it's just muggy. You know something that took me ages to figure out? That you could expand your inventory. I don't know if that took me a while. I think I found, what's his name? What's the dude's name? This is breaking my heart. I love this lad. His name... He's a Korok boy. He's big. He goes shakalala, or whatever. He goes... Fuck. Hestu. Hetsu? One of those two. That's the dude. No, but I followed, the instructions to go to Kakariko immediately, so I just kind of saw him on the way, first things first. I had like 50 plus Korok seeds and had no idea what to even use them for. I think even then, though, I just would have liked to, I don't even know if, like, their worth matters that much to me. Also, as it turns out, you cannot use the scope while writing these figures. I just think the puzzles are fun, and that's where I draw my satisfaction. I didn't find him because I went the other way to Kakariko. Oh, yeah, there's like a big hill that goes down from it. I guess you could, huh? Yeah, if you get the tower, you go up this bridge and then take a right. Which, bizarrely enough, is something that I've done even though I have no recollection of taking this route, but... yeah, clearly an option. And also, kind of, I think that's, like, shorter to do as well. I don't know. Sorry, where is this pin that I'm after? I gotta, like, take a right here. But surely you would find Hestu on your way out of Kakariko, right? Because if you want to get to Hateno, this would be the shortest way, unless you went back out and then all around. Oh, but I guess he could have taken the promenade route. I remember when I ran out of arrows fighting the Giggle leader and took ages to finally find a way to beat it. Oh, that would be tricky. Is this a talus that I'm about to run into? I don't think I've visited this particular group of rocks. I'll have to make a mental note of that for real playthrough. But this is the thing, is that I don't want to do things like this, because if I'm fighting a boss and moving, then I'm overriding my hero's path. Like, I don't think I'm allowed to play Breath of the Wild anymore. Not really. After this. Made me start avoiding the chests and temples because there was just never room for it, and I was losing my mind trying to get everything powerful that I want. I think, thankfully, I suffer from that a lot less than most people seem to, because I just don't really like the elemental weapons very often. I'm like, I don't need this. I think I'd rather just a normal sword. So I think I'm inclined to drop the quote-unquote nicer stuff a lot more often, which means I have less nicer stuff to pick and choose between in the first place. Do I have bomb arrows? I have none. I have none. I'm a fucking fraud. Can I use remote bombs? I can't. Moldu King? Fuck. How am I gonna do this? Either I go back and buy like a bunch of bomb arrows. I mean, can I use normal arrows? Let's find out. Let's use ice arrows. No, it doesn't stun them. Yo, this is a cool design, though. You're actually, like, visually different. Okay, new plant. We're gonna be rather safe than sorry. Do I want that shrine? Better question, can I get to that shrine even, though? Because now we're playing a little bit of hot lava, you know? What the fuck is a Koroxy doing in this boss arena? I can maybe get away with a couple of Rivali's Gales, or I can be completely out. I refuse to cheese. I want to play, like, for real. And I think it may benefit me to put on nicer armor instead of shit that has no defense. Yeah, see ya, Sand Seal. It was nice knowing ya. What the fuck are wolves doing here? Yeah, I know you can do the pillars. I just don't think it's fair. If I'm gonna actually fight that thing for real, I want to do it with a Sand Seal and a bunch of bomb arrows. I just want to get to the shrine so that I don't have to ride it all the way back, you know, because I prefer the slower ones. Once is enough for a trip like that. Because sure, I got a fast travel to Gerudo Town, but I don't got a fast travel from. That's the tricky part. Okay. You know what I can do? I can whistle run. That's what I can do. How do you do this again? You mash B, and then you pour Epona. When it runs out, you hold down and mash B. See, I don't have sand boots either, so... The wolves heard that there was a fool fighting a royal Molduga on the sands. Free scraps, you know? I guess. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Doesn't she just want a hydromelon? She better. I just found the shrine, too. Ugh, my throat. It's so dry I can't move a muscle. If this really is the end... I wish I could have one last taste, one sip of an ice-cold noble pursuit. I don't got a noble pursuit! I can't fast travel to it. It's on the map, but I can't fast travel to it. Fuck! Well, okay, I guess I'm going to get rid of town. She wants a drink. I fucking remember this. Yeah, take a fucking sip, babes. Oh, that's just great. I didn't even want to enter it. I was just here for the fast travel. I can't even have that. Anyways, while I tend to this busy work, how are you guys doing tonight? What's going on in your lives? You guys got any interesting stories of yours to share? I would ask about Snoodoodle's flakes, but Anodyne was chock full of that. Wait, is the ice puzzle in this section? Do you have to do that to even access the Noble Pursuit drink? Yeah, fuck that. We'll walk.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
There's also a quest here where you can get the Thunder Helm from doing all the side quests here. I never did that. However, the kid that I was babysitting did, so I guess he's better than Breath of the Wild at me. Better than me at Breath of the Wild now. There we go. Not enough rupees. I can sell to you though, right, lady? Yes, yes. Buy from me. Well-worded, Link. Alright, what materials do we have here? Let's sort and let's scroll. I mean, monster parts are the obvious go-to. And we got scales, I got star framings up the wazoo. That's a good place to start. I'll like go to 20 maybe. $140 rupees. How much do I even need to get that many bomb arrows? I mean, it would get me to 60, so it's a little bit overkill, but at the same time, these are bomb arrows that I'm frankly gonna need whether or not Moldu King is involved. 0 bomb arrows is inexcusable. And I don't want to touch any Guardian parts, because Robbie is going to be real interested in those. Maybe more guts. Ate like a fucking king. That's definitely what I'm going to do after this stream. This has been a long night, fellas. Like, okay, chat always, like, dunks on me for starting late, but, like, I don't think I've ever started as late as midnight. That's, like, too much even for me, usually, and yet here I am, making a fool of myself. Yeah, we'll go to 2,000 with these. 2,000 rupees, and that should be enough. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't actually, like, glance at the price very much, because, again, on my finished save file, I have so many rupees that this is not a concern, but I'll take them all. 1,800 rupees. Perfect. You need to respect yourself more. Do I look like... I'll get arrows, too. I gotta do the math on this. No, that's fine. Me. Okay, well, that's all I'm here for. It's not my fault. My neighbors are having a party next door and they were playing loud music. There was nothing I could do. And it was in the backyard, in their backyard, which is right next to my window. There's little options that I have. Is the sun setting right now? Yeah, okay, hold up. Let me wait another day here. Fire. Did I sell flint? No, we're good. We got plenty of that. Whew. Oh, this is like an uneven surface. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you gotta go talk to the bar owner, and she gives you access to the cooler outside the city. You nab a cube, and well, I got all the shrines, so I remember doing that. I just don't remember it being like connected to the drinky. Yo, Gerudos be like, I'm a thirsty. You got the drinky? Mario want the drinky. Okay. Now we gotta make the long, embarrassing walk back. We'll try to make it like a little bit more of a straight line though, because I did take a bit of a curve. Yeah, that was my old... Well, I guess that was already mostly straightforward, but it got a little wobbly. You want to know something funny? I knew about Spirit Orb upgrades, but not Korok Seed upgrades or Clothes upgrades until like 2 dungeons into the game. We call this sadness. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody has their own experiences with Breath of the Wild, but for me, I was like all in on not necessarily all the preview footage. When Game Explained, it was like, oh, 1 hour of Breath of the Wild gameplay. 10-hour analysis. Is the thing on Link's hip a book? Yes. Definitively yes. Also, I don't know why I'm using this voice for Game Explain when Andre sounds like...
Hey guys, welcome back to another Game Explained video. Today we're going to be reviewing the sandwich.
We're going to analyze its contents. Uh-huh. Well, according to the analysis machine, there is mustard, tomatoes, lettuce, yeah. Now that's a cool bit if I've ever seen one. No, but like I was very familiar with like the tricks with the climbing and what the controls were, because I watched them play the Wii U version for several straight days during E3. So by that point I had become familiarized with that aspect, but everything beyond that was a brand new journey. Yo, look at the top of his bread! I don't think I even saw Breath of the Wild footage. I hid myself from that in the same sense that Arlo did. I think the Arlo method is overkill, but whatever floats your boat. It's better than the It's method where you just spoil yourself on the entire game. See, this is like more of a dance, you know? Oh, there's like fucking weapons like lodged in its skin. Well, great, now what? Yeah, look at the design of this thing. This is awesome. Anyways, I am soaring away. Because now Revolvi's Gale is now ready. As they say. How long did you try to stay naked? I mean, with the Xenoblade method, one might say. I don't know. I think I just put clothes on immediately. I don't think I cared. God, this music slaps so hard. Alright, let's track him down. Where are you at? See, because if you're using like a sand seal that's like too fast, then there's no challenge here whatsoever. But like this, there's an element of timing. Uh-oh. There's Am. There's a element of I guess you could say that getting the seal back is a fun challenge in and of itself, but I don't think it's just as fun to like constantly be outrunning this thing. Neat. Oh, I can't carry it. Well, let's break this one first, huh? Boy, those Urbosa attacks do a lot of damage, huh? No, I said throw it. They do a fucking spin attack? It's a good thing I avoided that then. Where is Sandseal? Oh, oh. You ain't seeing me? Look at their like little sand blowhole. Oh, they see me. Oh, that was a fairy, not Mipha's Grace. How much time I got left on that? This is Super Mipha's Grace. Active again in 25 seconds. I can do 25 seconds. I can do 25 seconds. There's the sand seal. There it is. I'm just gonna make it that far. Are you gonna eat my seal? You're gonna fucking scare it off, you piece of shit. Can't believe you got yeet. Well, look what's happening here. Leave my friend alone. I'm gonna eat some food too. I don't want to trigger that Mipha's Grace thing like immediately. Yoink! Let's not charge directly towards it. That's not the best idea, I don't think. Oh, missed it. I went over. Oh, I was scared I was gonna crash again. See, so these shots that I'm getting, I have to like be constantly holding the analog stick in a direction, otherwise the camera moves behind me and I can't see what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm forcing this to be cinematic, so you're welcome. No exclamation mark, though. There it is! Uh-oh. It ain't my pleasure, lady. Do I have more fairies? Just making sure. I might switch to... No, I have more. Although, I'm suffering from heat anyways, so... I don't know why that is, because I'm wearing the whole set, but... Do I have heat food, maybe? Oh god, I don't even have that. No, I'm fucked. Okay. I gotta get this guy. See, the real problem isn't avoiding this, it's avoiding the heat. Come on, come on, come on! This should be the last one. Great, great job, Link. If I charge this up, though... Boy, look at this jiggly lad. I really love that these different boss encounters also, though, have, like specific enemy defeated music, like, for each specific boss, like a nice, like, conclusion to the theme. That's real good stuff. Getting yeeted by a big Duga, honestly, when you run out of Rivali's Gale, it's kind of helpful. You know, what else are you gotta do, right? Oh, and they also, like, drop a bunch of chests. I forgot about that. Maybe a bunch of shields? Could use some. Well, I definitely don't want this. I'll take a Gerudo Spear, though. Hell yeah. The Vi clothes only give you 1 level of heat resistance. Wouldn't suggest using it in the desert ever if you can help it. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at what's in this chest. Okay, I like Royal Bow, so I need to drop a bow. That's my favorite kind. Whatever I was using is like a triple shot. A Lionel Bow? Okay. I'll drop the Lozelle Bow. I'll take a Royal Bow. I love these things. Come to think of it, are there any other crusty weapons that I could drop? A lot. No, I hate. See, the Golden Bow I fucking hate. I do not like the first-person bows one bit. Speaking of having an incredible arsenal of good weapons, I guess Golden Claymore is better than this spear, though, so I'll take this. It's a two-handed sword, though. Don't know about that one, but it'll do. What is this other one? Oh yeah, a rusty broadsword. I think I'm good. You're better off making heat-resistant potions and keeping current strong armor. Of course, that depends on your preferences. Well, that's the Vi armor. Does the Vo armor give you any better heat resistance? I could swear that once I got this, I never had to worry about heat as a problem again, but clearly I'm wrong. Baby slope. After all, I do build up speed for 12 hours. I wonder if there's like a YouTube video about like the quest to find the longest slope that you can shield surf on in the game. But I guess the answer to that would just immediately be the minigame dedicated to that in Mount Hebra. Don't griffin me, Snoodoodle. I just said that the Vo armor does cover you for level 2 heat. Okay, I didn't know that because I never use it. Did you say that? You said you can't remember, but you imagine it would. That's not the same thing. But I will keep it in mind. This one I very vividly remember. Big or small. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need... Oh. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Why, thank you. You have to, like, conduct through the water. Gotta fill that gap. Okay. So now that activates this. What does that activate? Let me remove that again to see what changes. That connected again, what happens? Oh, that lamp isn't actually active. I have to put another block next to it to make it work. I don't own the skeleton armor, but I don't know what it does other than look like a funny Halloween outfit for Link. I think that's pretty much it. It might behave like the Dark Link armor, where you get, like, maybe, like, better night stealth, but I think that's about it. Oh, it, like, lifts that. Oh. Huh. Okay. Oh, there's a lot going on here. See, this is the unpleasant part, is I particularly remember having trouble with this puzzle, you know? I guess I just gotta drape this over this little rail. And then the electricity can conduct through the chain. Oh, not like that, though. God damn it. Okay, I need to, like, push it out a little bit further. I did own the Vo armor. Well, I own the Vo armor. I just think the Vi armor is objectively better, so I never felt the need to use it. That's the problem. There we go. We'll do that. So now I gotta find something that'll fill that gap. Well, there's one more big cube. A cubus. I think this one I ended up, like, balancing on this rail. I don't quite remember, though. We'll see how this works out. Okay. Oh. We'll come back to that. We'll try to get the electricity this far before even bothering. So if I remove this, is it going to stay up there? Or does it? No, it stays up there. Okay, perfect. Okay, that conducts and then goes through the chain. And then once the block is on here, that ought to do it. See, but I can't maintain this. This is going to close if I... Oh, there's no way that balances. It is going to play the cutscene every time, though, so that's great. Oh. Are there any more boxes? There's a chest. There's this. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'll do it. Despite earlier comments. Oh, this is a gyro thing, I see. About not doing the treasure chest thingies, but this is just too interesting to pass up. Come on now. Oh, no. My capture card's input delay is going to be very fun with this. Yeah, I don't think so. How do you even start the electricity flowing through this anyways? I can't even tell if these connections are close enough to count. Look at this. The bars are on different parts of the square too. The one I'm controlling right now has a rail on the bottom, but the one to the left of it has, like, to the upper top, so it's not even a matter of lining up the squares. It's specifically the rails. Holy shit, well those last two were incredibly precise. It looks like whatever that block does activates both that treasure. Oh, Griffin, there's water. Griffin, you idiot, there's water. Poor Cryonis. I think out of all the puzzles, that's like the least used. And I think that has the potential. I think I remember trying the balancing on the bar thing because that's what I was stuck trying to do for so long. So that part I remembered, I just didn't remember, like, the solution. Which I may be further from than I once thought, because this doesn't seem to want to stay on the ice. Just notice that it still says you're playing Anodyne 2. It definitely does. Also treasure. I'll do that during the loading screen. I'll switch to Breath of the Wild. Hey, now that's a shield. See? So now for once it wasn't a waste because it was something good that I actually wanted and needed. You're right though, I totally forgot to do that. Let me have a look-see. Good thing that for once the text auto progresses. There we go. That ought to do it. Oof. I looked behind me to set my Joy-Con down, and then I, like, whipped my neck back around, and, oof. Don't feel good. My little necky hurts. But I'm a gamer. Alright, well, it looks like the last one that's left is the Yiga Ball one. That one shouldn't be too bad. I'm just that used to things not updating on my end that I have to make sure. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Now that's always the case. If you notice something's up and I have not myself noticed it, then yeah, shout out. Sorry, lady. You're never getting your melon. Or whatever your drink was. It wasn't a melon, was it? Have a stretch then? How do you do neck stretches? See, if only Femi keeps, like, telling me, oh yeah, I like to do exercises before I go to bed. I think it's very nice and very healthy. And also, it sounds like your body is crumbling like an unkempt monument from hundreds of years ago. So you should take better care of your body before a goddamn arm falls off. And then I say, wow, yeah, that is a good idea. I don't take care of myself, and I'm definitely going to pay the price sooner or later. I'll be sure to do that, but then I never do. They've linked to some sort of, like, before-bed stretch exercise thingies, but I've never looked at them, so I don't know how to stretch. See, if I want to go to the Yiga Hideout, I would take a right turn. I don't think there's any other real option to take, though. Because this wall here is taller than the tower itself. And I don't know if the amount of stamina that I have is enough to offset that, but we'll see. And by we'll see, I mean I'll go around it. I do love the aesthetics of this area, though. The waterfalls of sand coming in from above. That's good stuff. But wait a second, would it be a better idea to go over all of this stuff and then just land at the end of the Yiga Hideout? Because now, yeah, I gotta deal with this stuff, and I gotta use my fancy new weapons on these chumps. Oh, Journey? God, I wish. Come on. Personally, I think it sucks that we can't make Link wear, like, a Yiga outfit. I think that would slap. Oh, do you guys think, like, the Yiga are gonna have any, like, plot significance in Breath of the Wild 2? Because, yeah, wait a second. If the Yiga's goal is to resurrect Ganon, do they have anything to do with the fact that Ganon is resurrected in the sequel? Hold up, that could actually... I never thought about that, but that could be something... I think I'm onto something here. Boobies. These dudes be hopping. Okay, I think that's the last of them. Yeah, I could use the rubies. Wait, did you miss a shrine? There's one near Yiga Hideout, if I recall correctly. I think it's this one here. I don't know. Again, I've gotten all 120 shrines on a different playthrough, but... I'm not doing it on this playthrough. I do not remember the Yiga Hideout being sealed off after you defeat Master Koga. What the fuck? No, you can definitely go back inside. What? I guess I have to go over. I don't remember this at all. I guess I'm going over. That can't be right. I would remember something like that. Yeah, that's basically the placement of it. Okay. I guess I'm on the right track, but what the where did it go? I don't remember that big wall being there. I don't know why they wouldn't want me in the Yiga Hideout again, Snoodoodle. They should be grateful for a twink like me waltzing into their hideout. And yet, this is the payment I get. Okay, hold on. I am gonna go back here, though. And see if I can enter it from this side. Wait, what? There's people here.
Yeah.
I hear the Yiga clan were taken out by a traveling swordsman. And yet, there is still an awful lot of them around. They seem to be hoarding bananas, too. Maybe they're still up to no good? I know one thing for sure. The orb they stole from the Gerudo tribe is in their second floor storage area. This is the puzzle. You have to enter in from behind. I thought the orb was like up this hill or something and you gotta roll it down into the hole. No, this is coming back to me. It's sealed specifically for this quest. Are you looking for treasure too? The Yiga clan. They took one of the Gerudo tribe's treasures in there. A sacred orb or something. It looked like it could sell for a high price, so I followed them, but, well, now I'm thinking I should probably back away while I still can. Wait, you don't think? They're not planning to throw the sacred orb into that big gaping old hole like the old legend says, right? Second floor storage area, huh? That's gonna be tricky to bring back. But I guess that's the point. Ooh, I missed the music here, though. This is good stuff. See, but I don't see the harm in getting caught this time around. Hi, sexy. Unless they still one-shot me, but I don't think they do. I don't think they should, that is. That said, just for safety, I will get into nicer armor just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh no, it still is a one-shot. No. There's a way that I did this the first time, and it is a way that I will repeat this time. If I can get away with clearing out the Yiga during the Divine Beast thing, I can do it during this Champion's Ballad thing. First step, though, is maybe not use a two-handed weapon, dummy. And also get into that nicer armor right from the get-go. Not that it matters if everything's a one-hit, but ugh. Taunt me, coward! Oh, interesting. I wonder if I kept going without any delay, if I could have, like, finished this dude off without triggering the alarm? Interesting. Oh, no, I didn't take... Okay. Yeah, I wonder if getting hit by, like, the beam of the wind sword doesn't count, but getting hit by the sword itself does? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it does. Holy shit. So many tops. What am I gonna do? Fellows, we can all get along. There's no need to be this way.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Friends, we can share. It doesn't have to be this way. Oh. Oops. Yeah, that dude's got an excellent mid-air pose, though. The Yiga Mask quest was a nice reminder that sneak kills are very helpful. Well, you can sneak up on them, but I don't think it's like a one-hit thing. It just gives you some bonus damage at the start. I can do this, though. I think it's more fun this way. You know, when else am I going to be surrounded by three big... I'm going to use the Master Sword. Big Yiga boys. This is not a hindrance. It's an opportunity. Apple? A little bit. You see one Baratitty dude and Baratitty dude. That's an embarrassment. And call them all tops. For shame. The Yiga Blade Masters are tops. How fucking dare you? Link stands crotch height to these things. How dare you deprive this poor little bottom? If I recall correctly, the sneak attacks do kill them. I'll consider that for later. I'll try to stay within these narrow areas, though, so that I don't get, like, overwhelmed. Because that is definitely what happened last time. Uh-oh. God, the archers really don't help, huh? I'm having a little bit of trouble with flurry rushes as well. Uh-oh. I got greedy, I got greedy, I got greedy. Look at those fucking thighs, though. It's incredible. That's how Link dies. He just gets his head crushed between them. Has nothing to do with the Blade Master swords. If your weapons are strong enough, it will count as a stealth kill. Think I'd rather not. Think I'd rather just brute force my way in and waste a bunch of time. Wouldn't be a Griffin stream if I did anything otherwise. Also, I'm just gonna, like, save like this because... What do you mean I can't save right now? I just want the game to remember, like, my armor configuration at the moment. There we go. Link dies getting vibe checked by a King Molduga, actually. A Moldu King. I'll be a little bit more careful. A little bit. I don't know how that works, but okay, I'll try a sneak attack. We'll prove it. What the fuck? It is a one-shot. That's not right. But I guess if they can do that to me all of a sudden, I guess it's only fair that I get the same advantage. Buenos dias, Yiga Blade Master. Link just slaps these dudes' juicy cheeks so hard they die in an instant. Uh-oh. But now I only gotta deal with 2, that's not so bad. I gotta remember about parries too, that's an option that I have. Jesus! I really gotta take advantage of the cover, because when I start dealing with multiple of them, it's really hard to avoid any damage of any kind, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is not what cover looks like, Griffin. There's a flurry rush. I don't know why it's been so tricky to get these lately. Usually I'm quite good at them. Is a bit too close for comfort. I mean, not close enough for comfort in my opinion, but you know. I just gotta get back into the flow. It's been a while.
Urbosa's Fury is ready.
Oh, thanks. That could actually prove very helpful. God, they're so fucking big! Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I only had 1 hit left. Apparently not the case. Discovering that you can stealth kill them made things like grabbing the gems much more viable. There are gems that you mean the rubies? What gems that you can grab? See, at least my armor set is saved, though. Punished for your thirst. It's true, I totally would have won that if I didn't get distracted by Dick. But what else is new? Alas. I think it's only there during the first time in the Yiga, unless you mean these gems. In which case, yes, I will go for those. I could use some gems. Holy shit, I never knew about that. Look at that. Not a good idea. I'll try stealth killing. I proved that I could do it the hard way.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Uh-oh. I can make this work. And that's why we don't crouch. Yeah, Link gets caught and just immediately like, quick, hop away. Baby hops are the key to survival. Yes, the most effective form of escape. I don't know if they respawn, but it's free money. Well, it's free money that I kind of need because I only got 200 goddamn rupees. I don't know. I say the real Yiga treasure are these cheeks. See, this first one's easy to get. God, he's so fucking thick. Because I know this guy's routine. With the rest, not so much. Which way is he gonna turn? Okay. Uh-oh. Why am I like this? Why am I like this?
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
God, I'm getting like these Yiga laughs in stereo. Oh. Oh, great. See, this guy just warps to me this time. Okay, archers are taking care of those, so it's just these guys I gotta worry about, but I'm a little bit cornered right now. What if I just fucking run? Who cares? You guys are just a bunch of dudes with big dicks. I was just talking to Cass. I can go elsewhere. That describes literally everybody in Breath of the Wild. So, I picked up the gems. If I die now, do I get to keep them or do I have to, like, finish this encounter? Ooh. Okay, just one left, though. As long as I don't get greedy. As long as I don't get greedy / don't get horny. Thank you, Urbosa. Well, if Urbosa's Fury recharging doesn't save, I can't imagine the gem stuff saves either. Nice and slow. We'll take it nice and slow, nice and steady, nice and easy. I really like the directional dodging. It's a little bit of Skyward Sword goodness in there. But, you know, minus the controversial waggling. Just in terms of, like, the they go horizontal, you go vertical. They go vertical, you go horizontal. I like that play. Not all Zelda's got that, but I'm glad that this does. Anyways, where is the orb that I'm even after? I got very distracted. As is often the case in times like these. I think it might be with the bananas. We'll go to the bananas first. Oh, Snoodoodle, did you try to clip something? I mean, links are disabled, but Twitch links should still be allowed, right? It is in the banana room. Ooh, banana. That's my orb, baby. See, now I don't gotta worry about a goddamn thing. I just waltz through on my own accord. See, this wasn't what I tried on my first go-around with this specific Champion's Ballad thingy. I tried to, like, shimmy along the roofs, the beams, the overhangs. It's not a roof, it's a ceiling, if anything, but... Mission accomplished. Asses slapped. Immeasurable. I really like the long wait for it to hit the bottom there. It's in Discord if you need it. I mean, if it was a clip you made of this channel, there's no reason that it should get blocked. In fact, other Twitch links might get blocked, but clips, I think, are, like, exempt. You should be allowed to share clip links. That's weird. But thanks for clipping, I guess. In this shrine awaits Link's greatest challenge yet. An even juicier ass. Also, 52 shrines, we ain't doing so bad. I was waiting for the 2 people outside to actually be Yiga Clan members in disguise. Oh, that would be cute. Also, wait a second. Inside the box. Oh, isn't this like a Guess the Jelly Beans thing? It most certainly is. This is another instance where I'm mad that they didn't use HD Rumble for the situation, because it would be so good to just, like, manipulate the right Joy-Con and feel these moving around inside. But alas, Wii U, so they didn't do good things. I'm seeing 2 oranges, 3 blues, 3 greens, and 1 red. Did it even display a link, or is it just not there? For me, it's showing as just like asterisks. Like you said something naughty on Roblox. There may be 4 of those blue. I don't actually know. Because there's some metal balls in there, too, to, like, throw you off. And those are, like, reflective surfaces as well. Yeah, I definitely got one of these wrong. Okay, I see 1, 2... I still see 3 blue. Yeah, let me like, rotate the Joy-Con a few times to, like, jumble this stuff up. See, it's tricky because in, like, Mario Party, and which has a similar minigame to this where you've got, like, a Joy-Con full of jelly beans, and 1-2 switch. It's not just rotational. You can also, like, shake the controller to rustle them about, but in this, you only have rotational manipulation. There may be 2 green instead of 3. I think I may have been seeing one of those aforementioned metal reflections. Was green on this side? This is orange and blue, and then this is green and red. Let's move this to 2. Still not right. So I got 1 red, 2 green, 2 orange, and 3 blue. That's my current answer. I still see 2 orange and 1 red, so that remains true. I see 2 greens, and I see 3 blues. Wait, there might be 4. I think there's 4 blues. 1... Yeah, there's 4 blues. That'll do it! There's an option for 5, even. Heaven forbid. Yeah, there we go. That was an alright one. That was fun. I mean, it's no electricity puzzle, but hey, it's pretty good. Oh, but what's going on here now? How many metal balls? Okay, okay. I can mess with this. I mean, I feel like you could kind of brute force that one, but okay. I'll indulge. I'll actually guess. I recall seeing 2, but we'll have one last look here. I see. Oh, that is very tricky with reflectivity. I think it's 3, actually. Yeah, I see 3. Alley-oop. Well, where's the ball that we actually... Oh. Do I, like, yank this out or something? I mean, it's a big ball for a reason, though. Why would it be in here if not for this? Why is there this big indent here? I guess the trick is finding the metal ball? Yo, hold up. I think that's kind of the challenge. More so than finding. It's not about the number, it's about finding the goddamn pencil to write down your answer. Yo, check this one out. There was something reactive with magnesis, and it would explain why there's a big hole here. You can just yank the lid off of this thing. I think. You'd think you'd be able to pull it in that direction, but that does not seem to be the case. Can I get crushed by these? There we go. So I think we can definitively say now that there were... Were there only 2 metal balls? I'm holding one. And then I see one more here. Guess I was wrong on that one. Give me the gummies. 2. Was I right? Was it 3? Maybe the third one's right there. I don't see the third one, but okay. That's the magic of brute forcing. Alright, what do you have for... Oh, Thunder Spear. Alright, alright. Alright, okay. Just because I said I usually dislike elemental weapons doesn't mean I always don't want them. The third one is the display ball itself. I just remember seeing 3 in the box, and then when I opened it up, now there's only 2. I'm completely convinced that one of them just like kind of rolled off somewhere into a corner, but okay. There's 1, there's 2. Yeah, I don't see a 3. But the right answer was 3, so... See, if counting that as the third, I was saying that like jokingly, because that did not apply to the answers for those balls that are in those display windows. Anyways, we've had this puzzle solved long enough, doesn't matter, so let's get this and get out of here. And then we're good. That's Gerudo, that's it. Maybe there's one still in the box? That's actually not a bad answer. But I suppose at this point it's too late to check. See, I don't know how much time we've spent with this, with Breath of the Wild. Wait for the camera to move. Bingo. Because my current, schedule estimation has been like, okay, oh, good X, good rip. I don't even need chat to say that for me now. But I did Lanaru and Rito in one stream, so I gotta do this and Goron in this stream. Let me actually turn on that quest though first. Let me see where I'm off to here. Oh, I don't see any glowing marks in Eldon. I mean, I definitely didn't do Eldon. Cass, where are you, buddy? Usually these things don't hide so well. Oh, champion or both, because that... I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I need to go to the camel first things first. But for future reference, the Cass thing is along this river. It's not too far from Goron City, though. It's not a big deal. Okay. Just one rip, are you sure, game? Yeah, just one. First try. Easy. Yeah, I think I ended Anodyne at maybe like 2 hours and 40 or the 3 hour mark. Which means that we're definitely coming up very quickly on 2 hours for Breath of the Wild. Though I did get distracted by a lot of sand seal shenanigans and bomb arrows and Moldugas, and I don't think we got to deal with any of that on Goron Mountain. So there's a chance that these next 3 shrines could be much easier, much quicker than these first 3 that we did, and also I got sidetracked by all sorts of things. Just the promise of 2 more Breath of the Wild streams is so tantalizing that I refuse to let it go. Because this just means that another slot, another night, has got to be devoted to this. And as much as I like streaming this, we're just so close to the end. I'll go overtime for this too. Fuck it. Just yesterday, I watched somebody do the Evil Island of Evil on a raft without starting the quest, and it was great. How do you do that without starting the quest? Would you just, like, stay on the raft and then, like, go around the shore using your arrows to pick off the enemies? That would be interesting. I guess if you had enough, technically, I don't see why not, but... Oh! Sexy! I guess I'm wearing this after all. Can you even get that by this point in the game? That armor? See, this stuff is good for heat, but it's not good for taking damage, so I'm a little concerned by this. Easy, don't get off the raft? Interesting. So if I were to use octo balloons and, like, fly over the island and then, like, put the raft down, like, way on the shore, it wouldn't trigger? Anyways, this dude fucking sucks. I'm in so much trouble. This dude's hair be looking like mine right now. Oh my god. Link. This is going to be a fucking catastrophe. And these are metal weapons too. Look at this. I'm already wasting their durability. I'm bonking the shield. It's not a good look. Oh, great. Yeah, my timing with flurry rushes has been awful tonight. I don't know. Yes, there was use of an aircraft. Fascinating. So was that just to pick off the enemies then, or were they able to, like, move the orbs into where they needed to be without landing on the island? Because that would be interesting to see. Yeah, actually, Snoodle, drop a link to that in the Discord after this stream. That actually sounds super interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it tonight because I'm going so ludicrously late that I'm going straight to bed. Because, you know, usually I stay up for a little bit to, like, render and encode stuff and whatnot for the YouTube stream. I'm just gonna have to, like, get the first step of that going and then go to sleep and then, like, come back to it when I wake up to do the rest of the steps. Okay, well, I gotta find a ramp. First things first. There he is. Come on, come on. God, the ragdolling is just wonderful. Also, fuck this. Fuck. What? Oh, okay. I thought that was the shit. Now that his sword's electrified, he does like a bunch of like triple swipes that you can't flurry rush or dodge in any way. I think I just did that. Isn't this point in the battle a huge pain in the ass? Why am I doing fine? Huh. Most folks would have a lot more trouble with that second phase, but I guess, okay, I guess, must have lucked out. Funnily enough, the Elden Mine currents weren't immune to the quest starter. Not even landing on a high nox made you immune. That's pretty funny. Trees or boxes either. That's a cool idea for like a run. I'll have to check that out, thank you. Ooh. Oh, Cass plays this theme well. Oh, no, please continue. Well, well. Though our aims are different, our feet took us to the same destination. Cass, I would follow your feet anywhere, please, God. I got a friend on Tinder who, like, not a friend who is also on Tinder, and she had somebody, like, let me pull this up right now. Somebody messaged her on Tinder and, like, said something about feet. I'll go through this first, though, so that while it's doing the auto-playing cutscenes and whatnot, I'll pull that up for later in just a moment. I speak figuratively, of course. God damn it, fuck. I travel by wing rather than by foot. Ah, wandering around here and listening to anecdotes about Champion Urbosa has truly invigorated me. In fact, it has inspired me to honor her in my own way, separate from my teacher's unfinished song. That is why I felt inclined to roost here, near the divine beast of Andaboris, which Urbosa herself mastered. I've written a song to try and capture the essence of Champion Urbosa. Recall Naboris' Champion of Sand, before she was lost to the land. Chief Urbosa's heart was strong, so the princess came along. Music note. Oh my god, I found it. I'll wait until after this cutscene. But I found that image.
Princess of Hyrule, I accept your proposition without hesitation. Not only are they planning to resurrect Calamity Ganon, it seems the Yiga clan is also after our treasured heirloom. You have my word. I won't rest until the Calamity falls.
Gerudo Chief Urbosa, on behalf of Hyrule and its king, I thank you. I've never seen you so serious, Urbosa.
Oh my. I can't say the same. 10 years ago, you rarely smiled, my little bird.
Urbosa, I feel like you've called me Little Bird before. I was wondering where you got that name from. Huh?
Halt and face me. Unlike you traitors, I prefer to fight my enemies head on. Do your worst.
Nah, they're not the big titty ones. They can go. It's fine. God, she's so fucking cool. Look at her fucking go. And people say Mipha's. Nah, not Chief. And literally Chief. See, she's got the right idea. That's what I should have been doing when I was in that hideout.
Princess, you may keep your lives. Now go. You asked me why I call you Little Bird.
Huh?
When you were but a small child, my dear friend called you that with the sweetest smile that ever graced our land of Hyrule.
You mean Mother?
It was 10 long years ago. Your mother had just left this world. Yet her little bird still spread her wings and became the beacon of light Hyrule needed. Sometimes I forget myself and get lost in the past.
Man, and again, I said during the Rivali flashback too, but the new music that we get for these cutscenes is wonderful. Though she was a fierce warrior, the Gerudo chief was also a loving friend of Hyrule's princess. So, what do you think of Champion Urbosa's song? By writing a song that honors the heart of Champion Urbosa, I feel closer than ever to my dear teacher. The end result is not quite clear yet, but I'm beginning to feel a stirring of inspiration about those verses.
I must say, you are an impressive bow. You may now wield
Urbosa's great, never done being proud of this woman? Hell yeah!
You are the pride of Hyrule, hero. Take care of our princess. I'm leaving that honor in your capable hands.
Quote-unquote loving friend. I remember when this first came out, people like immediately jumped to the conclusion that maybe Urbosa was Zelda's mom's lover. And I actually think that's fucking great. That's a good headcanon. Zelda has 2 moms and 0 dads, and that's how it ought to be. I just like listening to this. Like, ogling Cass aside, dude's got some serious feather fingers. Thankfully, it's a short loop, though, so I don't gotta be here for too long. You know, I mean, I could stay here as long as, you know, for your guys' sake. Oh, he just repeats the same dialogue as before. Okay. Powerful lesbians flock together. Oh boy, off for Death Mountain then, huh? Boy, we're really doing this, huh? But I must, because I'm streaming so infrequently. I have to, like, maximize the progress I make per play session. F for the frame rate? Oh, did it? Let me check OBS. It may have jumped. I wasn't keeping an eye on what the number was before. Anyways, here's this image that they got. This is what they asked her. This is the first message, by the way. That's it. Oh my god, I'm about to burst into flames. Yo, hold up. Take care of that one real quick. I'm sorry, where am I headed exactly? No, to my left. I'm going the wrong way down this road. Hey, leave me alone. Wind Waker bomb sound effect creature. Anyways, that's me at Cass. I think it's, yeah, it's away from the front entrance, and then there it is, right over that cliff, right past the Super Mario Sunshine heat haze. Why are men like this? I wish I fucking knew. There's one thing in particular that haunts me a lot, and it's about Xenoblade 2, which, you know, end of statement, Xenoblade 2 full stop haunts me. But there's one fucking Twitter post. Now, spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but there is a spa scene where all the lady characters take their clothes off and they're in the bath. And so, this dude on Twitter, it's like a screenshot from that cutscene. And it's something like, this must have been the first bath Mithra's taken in 1,000 years. I can't imagine what her feet smell like. And you may say, oh, Griffin, that's horrible. Why would you tell me this? To be clear, I am whittling that down a lot. It is a long, detailed post regarding that topic. Unfortunately, I cannot banish it from my mind. Everyone knows Shulk's feet are where the real action is. Well, thankfully, we're already catching up pretty fast. You know, if we just buckle down and do these shrine quests, and I believe most of them are just like going through rings and shit, so triggering these shouldn't be quite as hard. You know what text posts are on my mind? I don't, Snoodoodle. Believe it or not, do share. The power is sleeping within. I don't even remember what the memory here is. They were tomb mates. Oh god, they were tomb mates. I'm sorry, I don't know that one. Yeah, this first one's like super easy. That light. Is it a reaction to someone nearby? Is it me or... No, Cass, it's definitely you. I think you're onto something. What's this? A traveler... Wait a second, how come Cass isn't bursting into flames? You think the feathers would be far more flammable. Are you truly able to... No. Wait, you explain you first. I know it's not my business, but I'm rather concerned. It must be that you applied an ample amount of fireproof elixir. Oh, I guess he could just do that, just as I did. Now, wait a second. When you say apply, does that mean he smeared himself in oils? I always thought the fireproof elixir was something that you, like, drank, but okay. Yes, I knew it. I'm in the same boat, friend. If I don't use fireproof elixir, I go from a bard to a baked bird. That's a really funny line. Thanks, Cass. Thank you so much. Well, never mind my musings. Look at how sad he is. I can't believe this. I love your musings, Cass. Look, I'm sure you already know, but it's one of the monuments mentioned in my teacher's unfinished song. I wonder if my teacher ever contemplated this very song at this very spot. The song my teacher left behind. There's a verse about the trials that champion Daruk overcame. Allow me to sing it for you. Oh, this one slaps too. Crawling flame on a mighty peak, Rudania's champion never weak. The hero's power shall grow. I guess he says that everything. I thought he always said that at the end. Seek trials monument show. 1. Stop a titan of molten oh, fuck that one. I remember that one. 2. Follow rings of light alone. 3. Survive lava's fiery fate. Champion, trials await. He smeared himself with the skins of dead fireproof lizards. So, did it move you? It zooms out, Link is just gone. By understanding the true natures of the champions, I'm closer than ever to completing those key verses. I can imagine it vividly, the champion's vigilance from 100 years ago. My teacher always advised that to write good songs, one must travel the world and meet lots of people. That is why I spend my days afoot, talking to anyone who will listen. I was lucky enough to meet with Yunobo and Bluto in Goron City, both of whom knew much about the Goron champion. They regaled me with some rather interesting stories. I'm certain the stories they shared will help greatly in my efforts to accurately write the song's key verses. A titan of molten stone. No, I remember this one. It's different than what you think it is. This one's tricky. Okay, that's an easy one. Just gonna plop that right next to it. I don't know. Once we warp to it, it'll be super easy to see. Which one are you? See, I'm like always the least familiar with Goron Mountains, or Death Mountains rather, terrain. But I do recognize that crab, and I believe it is in this spot. Near Lake Darman. Yeah, it's coming back to me what you actually have to do for these quests. There's a little bit of trickiness sneaking in there, but I think I got it. Is that Garrow Pond right there? Yeah, there's this bit, and then that's kind of like that. I think it is... Is it Darb or Medingo? It's Darb. Medingo, more like a Bringo. Look at this, you could just kind of zigzag through these two right off the bat, and then... I guess there's no easy way to get to that. But I'm sure another warp to the top of the mountain will handle that no problem. Time for crab. If I recall correctly, the shrine that's in that crab rock is actually really long and really cool. But I think considering the time constraints that we're already pressed for, I may forego it. See, when I had imagined I would have more time for tonight's stream, I was actually planning on like going like all the way down this side of the mountain, Because there's some weird shit in like the far northern edge of Hyrule, this whole cliffside. It's so strangely barren, and I wanted to talk about that. Because there's like maybe one shrine, and then a bunch of Lionels as filler along this. Then there's this thing, I guess. I don't know, this area just feels so... I mean, there are criticisms that Breath of the Wild is an empty game, which I think are fucking ludicrous and made by crackheads. This area up here, this shrine notwithstanding, is the only exception to that. Death Mountain in general, this whole Elden province, I think honestly has the least content. But hey, maybe that's just because I don't look hard enough. Maybe it's out there somewhere. Oh wait, do I have enough stamina for this even? Uh-oh, where am I going? Oh, okay. Didn't want to use Revalia's Gale so soon, but I guess here we are. I know what you mean, the place next to the mountain feels bland. Yeah, I don't know. Someone's up with that. I hope they add more to that area in the sequel. That's a missed opportunity. Isn't there something in that area that people were like predicting to be the location of the 5th dungeon originally? Before people knew what they were talking about, like theorizing? Oh, I almost missed that. I almost let go too soon. See what I mean, though? Like, that one was a breeze. The shrine itself is all that really waits now. See, like, how long did it take for us to solve our first Gerudo shrine? We got this in the bag. Cheryl, I'm not sharing my lunch. Fuck you. The bottomless bog. I always forget to put those Beanie Baby gifs on the loading screen. I gotta make sure to do that for the final Breath of the Wild stream. We can't completely leave that prophecy unfulfilled. Blind spots. Oh, this one slaps. I like this one. Good thing there's our climb down button. This feels like the kind of puzzle that I would make. Not to toot my own horn, but I did something very similar to this, actually. Okay. Whoop! Really liking these Monsters Inc. ass rails. Where's this even taking me? Do they drop after they go there? Okay, they do. Good to know. I was wondering, like, there's 2 rails now. Which way am I going? Now I get it. That, like, made me jump. That freaks me out. I don't like that. One bit. Linky, baby. What are you doing? Okay, Snoodoodle. Snoodoodle is sharing a copy pasta, or I guess just like a text post about pasta in chat. And I'm not going to read it, because it's like a lot. But I do have a question. Chat, how do you... Anybody with long hair, how the fuck do you eat pasta? Because you like lean over your plate. It's like your hair's all up in it. You like tuck it behind your ear. You can try all you want, but... And I'm not saying I've like never found a way around, but there's got to be a better way for something like that. How do you do it? Like my hair's never been long enough where that's ever been a problem, but it is now. And this is a new world that I have to live in. Yeah, what if I just do this? How about that, huh? What you gonna do now? Why is the camera twisting like that? I don't have long hair now, but just tie your hair, you fool. I guess. It just feels weird to have like a spaghetti haircut, you know, it's, oh, for a special occasion. Cryonis, of course. I always said Cryonis deserved better. But what are we going to use it for, though? I don't see the... Oh. Well, I mean, it pushed the treasure, so that's great. Can't I just, like, jump to this, though? Who cares? Easy enough. Ooh. Now, again, usually I don't like elemental weapons, but I will drop this golden claymore in exchange for this flame blade. What, hair you can eat? Well, I mean like a specific like hairdo. Specifically for the occasion of consuming spaghetti. I don't know, maybe I'm just like too used to doing nothing with my hair. Oh, do you have to make it like a staircase? I'm gonna make that one generously low. I mean, there's nowhere else to jump to. Also, I gotta shatter this one. We gotta go in order. Otherwise, I'm gonna break the floor that I'm standing on. Okay, yeah. That was a really fun shrine. I like that one. Neat. All the Karens of this world. I can't indulge this, Snoodoodle. There comes a point where I don't know what you're talking about to such a degree that I can't even, like... Some boxes are left better unopened, I always say. And wait for the camera to move, and... Yeah, 2 remains. You gotta get it over with, buddy. And camera. Tying your hair loosely or using a hairband to hold your fringe and hair back helps in those instances. I'll keep that in mind. I actually haven't had spaghetti in like a long time though, so maybe I'll like make some though. This was a very regrettable conversation to bring up because now I'm like, that's all I have on the brain. That's all I can think about. I gotta go like around this, yeah. Again, if I recall correctly, the solution to this one isn't so bad, but perhaps I'm wrong. I don't actually know. I may or may not have the right idea, but what else is new? I mean, it doesn't involve launching Unobo into space, so I think as long as it's simpler than that, I think I can manage, you know? It's just a general helpful thing to do. To eat spaghetti more often, I agree. I don't see any big old yellow beams of light around here. I mean, there's the springs. There's the tower. Oh, I'm kind of like laterally... It's gotta be over this hill then. Ugh, I think that's the last of my Rivali's Gales. I hope I'm close, because otherwise, yikes. Okay, Snoodoodle, I know to have showers and brush my teeth and shit. Just this specific long hair spaghetti instance. Listen, I just come to you guys for help. And I don't think that it's very nice what you people do. What all I do is come to you and I just want to eat my spaghetti. And you guys are just mean to me. I don't know what I do. Sometimes I just eat spaghetti and my hair gets in the way of my face and spaghetti's so good. It's a really good gluten-free pasta sauce. It's really yummy. And I just don't want the hair to get in the way. Is it too much to ask? This waffles won't leave me alone. I got ice arrows. I'm gonna shoot him in his fucking face. And now he's gone. Just like my spaghetti. Anyways, you gotta put like this box on the thingy. I think you gotta do it from where the Gorons are standing, if I had to take a guess. No, Snoodoodle, ew, I don't have a beard. Listen, I know how to tie a hairband, I've just never used it in a spaghetti-specific situation. Lord Daruk trained here. Intense training. What'd you say? You say something, buddy? I don't even know if I can make it go that far. If I could get a second box. Any other magnesis targets around here? There are! Okay. I can make like a little bridge. Guys, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but whatever I just did, like that crying spaghetti voice, I think I like tricked my body into wanting to cry for real because I'm legit like, my body like, I feel like I'm legit about to cry. I think it's just because I'm like insanely tired right now though. Oh, okay, so I'm still burning. I'm still very much dying. Oh, I actually do have one more Revali's Gale. Lovely. That didn't work out very well, did it? Now you gotta get a box on that spot. Camp definitely had Revali's now, though, right? Act in just 1 minute and 4. Okay, damn. I'll take it. Okay, new plan. What if I use... Can I not? How come these are stasis targets? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, they're boulders that I can ride around on. Okay, but I get the potential, though. Because, like, Skyward Sword had, like, a similar puzzle, too, right? Where you're riding around on it like a goddamn circus act. I'll take this far one. Don't mind if I do. Oh, no. Well, I thought you could roll them, but apparently not. Maybe from here, though, I can use Magnesis. And move it into position. Yeah, okay, okay. All is not lost. All is not lost. See, it's tricky, because when these targets are in the lava, and I move the cursor over it, it doesn't really light up, so it's hard to tell that things are actually in range. Oh. Probably because that actually isn't in range, but you know. Even when they were, it was hard to tell. Not used to hearing Skyward Sword mentioned without it getting slagged rotten. Yeah, ain't that just the way? Skyward Sword didn't have ostriches, though, so that's a good point. Finally, they listened to the fans. Oh, that fire in your eyes, that's what you say, okay. Ooh, is that gonna count? Is this okay? God, Raleig's Gale better kick in fast, because I'm gonna die here. The challenge is to survive, and that is the opposite of what I'm about to do here. And of course the shrine doesn't appear on like a little lava island to give me safe ground to go to. I'm gonna make it back to shore on my own? You kidding? Breath of the Wild doesn't have That's a fair point. The magma kind of slapped in Breath of the Wild. It would have been cool to, like, for them to introduce like some new races too. Yeah, I'll just kind of accept this, I think. Whatever.
Rivali's Gale.
Just eat acorns until I feel better. These hydromelons are for me now.
Now ready.
No shrine blocking Gerudo lady is gonna take these from me, even though I know that's not what she wanted even. There it is. Skyward Sword gave us a form of Molmitz back, and that's my favorite item in the game, so, well, I don't know if I think the associated minigame is, revolutionary, but, you know, I just like the part where the motion controls are kind of cool, and you do the, I mean, Skyward Sword spoilers, the bit at the end where you do the Skyward Sword point. Setting-wise, it's really cool, and it's an incredible way to bring things full circle. But also, block the blaze. Do I got a block for my blaze? I don't think I do. But I imagine I need magnesis. Can I just walk under this? No, I cannot. But in the final battle, you gotta point your sword up, and then it conducts lightning. But I don't know what my problem was. Oh, you gotta crouch. I don't know what my problem was, but I could not get that fucking point up gesture to work properly. Like, ever. And so, it was this big climactic moment, and I couldn't fucking make it happen. Which is weird, because I think aside from that specific thing, I did not have actually very many problems with the motion controls in Skyward Sword. That said, I think from a hardware perspective, Skyward Sword would definitely be helped by being tweaked for the Joy-Con's motion controls, because those are much more accurate than what they were doing with Mii Motion Plus and Skyward Sword. I gotta use stasis, don't I? Oh my, how am I supposed to do this now? Because you gotta climb up onto the ledge first, right? And you're not gonna have the... That's how they get you. Uh-oh. Well, now I just have two blocks that do nothing. I'm not even gonna use stasis. I'm gonna be a little bit sneaky with this one. Just gonna crawl through here. Fuck you. Only common issue with that was having to realign the motion controls after a while. Just mild You know, it's occurred to me just now, but I don't think I've played a single Switch game, and there's been a lot that have been particularly motion controlled focused. I don't think I've ever been asked to, place my Joy-Con on a flat surface, right? To, calibrate it. That's really interesting. I've never thought about that I didn't have to do that with the Switch. It's cool to think about. Even right now, even though this is built for, Wii U, the motion controls here aren't the worst. They're almost one-to-one. But I think the badness of the motion controls is just because it's a Wii U port. Because I have played many other Switch games that have similar, oh yeah, manipulate the Joy-Con and rotate it in 3D space. And it's, unbelievably one-to-one. So, the potential's there, they just gotta capitalize on it. give me the orb. Well, the good news is that this is nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. I thought I was like, oh, but I want to do the Goron one too. I thought I was like maybe subjecting myself to another like 2 hours of Breath of the Wild, but we're already 2/3 of the way through. This isn't bad at all. Not so much flat surface realigning, but having to press a button to tell the game, hey, this way is forward, dummy. Oh, I guess like in Splatoon, huh? You press Y, right, to realign the gyro controls? I guess in that instance, yeah. But I don't think I've been like interrupted, like, put the controller down. Just kind of realigns the focus point. Because I suppose in a game like that, the motion controls aren't necessarily pointing forward at the screen. From what I understand, with competitive Splatoon play, there's like a certain whip gesture that you do that allows you to turn way faster and way more precisely than you can with analog controls. And then you nay-nay on your opponents by squid-bagging them. Oh, that scared me. I thought this was like a creature. 100 famous of mountains of Hyrule. Number one, Death Mountain Summit. Top 100. Number 2, Lina Roo Mountain. I'm gonna keep my distance from this one, because I do not want to trigger a cutscene while I'm up here. Splatoon 2 is the main one which bears similarity, but nothing else comes to mind. Yeah, like I'm trying. Signpost is creature. Well, you could say Chills is a creature of some kind. You could. What is that? I guess it's just a normal shrine. Listen, I got nerves. I'm scared. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a little kitty who wants his little wings of spaghetti. Ooh, it's getting late. Yeah, good morning, chat. Did you guys have a good day? Why don't you guys tell me about your morning? Tell me about your day. This is not an appropriate time to stream. This is not a holy hour. Is that big, massive rocks over there what I'm after? We'll pause on this peak and then we'll take a look. I mean, it is noon now. I mean, noon for you, but Chief, I'm not having much of a blast here. Oh, look at this. It camouflages. That's how they get you. Well, the good news is that we found the spot. Yeesh. And then that's it. That's Goron, and I can mercifully go to sleep. Oh, there's like, yeah, hot air rising too. I don't think that accounts for all lava, though. I think that's just this one zone. Oh, it's a big one. Aren't these things called seniors? No, they're called, I guess, titans. Which is strange, because I do remember there being such a thing as, like, a titan junior. So I always assumed that there was, like, such a thing as a titan senior. Or rather, a Talus junior and senior. Oh, boy. At least there's more, like, ground to work with, I suppose. Don't I have an ice weapon? Frostblade. Let's use this first. Yoop. I felt that coming. Boy, the updraft makes it really easy to... Uh-oh. Oh! I don't think I've ever, like, ducked under one of those things before. That's interesting. I guess it's not going to be bothered until it heats back up. Yeah, do your thing. I just want to start from a fresh cycle because I'm not familiar with the behavior of these things. Maybe Mario Odyssey when you use the flying binoculars? Oh, I guess. But that's just the same as Splatoon 2. I'm just getting a bunch of arms here. I think I actually... Oh no, here it goes, here it goes. Wow, so you got way more time than I thought you did. This boy takes a while to heat up. Geez, what is he? My leftovers from today? Ugh. Ugh. Yo, can you stay still, maybe? Oh, this guy's on the move. Thought you were stunned or something. That does not seem to be the case. It's hard to use the glider to stop your fall because the constant updraft just means you fly back up instead of landing gently. Come on, cool up, I guess, but... I just want to break this thing already and move on to something that's actually, like, good. Because this only does 20 damage. Ugh. Okay, I feel it coming on. I feel a song coming on. Right? No, it's not heated up yet. Ooh. This is a fun idea, though, to have it just in, like, a body of lava. There's no other Talus like it, and it's a fun twist. Okay, he's gotta get his arms back. He's gotta do his whole song and dance. Give me the stone. That thing creates like a huge blast when it actually pokes its head in, too. Okay. Oh, I guess it already broke. Let's go with Master Sword next. I was gonna use beams, but I'm not at full health. Whoa! Does that mean that its health comes back, or are we good? Okay, phew. Resets the window, too. I don't know, I think this one might be a little more interesting if there were, like, specific events that you had to use for the updraft rather than it being, like, just a whole thing always. Oh shit, Mifa, thanks. Oops. Because I don't know, that's how the, Can you... wait? That's how the, Divine Beast boss on Von Meadow was. And I think this maybe is maybe a little too easy, but that's just me. I mean, I say this, but I'm getting thrown into the lava, yeeted into the flames, and then punched before I can even get back up, so... You know, maybe I'll hold comments like that for later. Link, please. Please, work with me, buddy. I'm all Mifa'd out. And I'm about to get stomped on again. I mean, that's a high-level defense boost, so that's something, I guess, but... Ugh. So close yet so far. Oh, my Lionel bow broke, too. I don't want... I'll use Falcon Bow. After Skyward Sword, I can only imagine that they wanted to take things safer instead of a whole game based on motion controls. Didn't Eiji Aonuma once say that, like, yup, I can't imagine a Zelda game that you use buttons to control ever again. Motion controls is the way forward from now on. I just think that's interesting. Wait, this is gonna fall out from underneath me, though. I gotta go. That's gotta explode. Phew. See, I remember that one being tricky. That was the one thing I was worried about. Legit, though, I wouldn't mind if they took another crack at it, or at least fixed up Skyward Sword. Because I think there's potential in the idea, but the Wii, I don't think was, like, quite there. With the Joy-Con, I think they are. I mean, especially if the analog sticks don't work, you gotta find some form of input. Goodbye, all Talus rewards. Oh, that's true. Yo, hold up. Wouldn't the updraft carry them? Unless the cutscene made them despawn. No, the updraft isn't even a thing anymore. I guess the Talus was causing it. I guess it's a good thing that it took all those gems from the Yiga hideout. I feel like there's more potential with the Switch than the... Yeah, I mean... I'm always interested in new ways of controlling games, and Nintendo always does very weird hardware shit. And I mean... That's interesting, because the Switch is going to be around for a while. So the new technologies that they introduced, like HD Rumble and the IR motion camera and stuff, are like, those are going to be here for a while. We're not going to get anything super duper new for a long time, I don't think. Which is a shame. But they seem to be finding, like, plenty of new ways to, like, recontextualize existing technologies, like with Ring Fit and Labo and stuff, so... Ooh. They're onto something. What I'm really curious to see if they'll ever do, though, is if they kind of follow up on what HD Rumble was kind of like. The company that technology is... Oh, you have to... Oh, it moves. The target moves. But the, if they ever fully utilize the technology that HD Rumble is based upon from the company that Nintendo bought. Are you guys familiar with the story? Because it's a really interesting company that they purchased that was, originally kind of spearheading this HD Rumble thing. Can I use fire arrows for that? I mean, I could, but I can't. I'll use bomb arrows, though. Isn't motion only detected in one both Joy-Con can detect motion, but in games like Breath of the Wild, it only uses one, because otherwise you're just wasting battery on, like, detecting the same input. But if you, like, hand a Joy-Con to a friend, right, then that's gonna be... Can I really not break this? No, there it goes. Down the little pachinko machine. But yeah, they both have the same motion controls. I think the only difference is that the right one has the IR motion camera and the left one doesn't, but that's it. Right, the story with the company Nintendo bought. Okay. So, before the Switch came out, the news came out that Nintendo had purchased a company that was developing new, I mean, I guess controller technology. Just general hardware, some sort of thing. And it was creating, like, a new form of sensation for input devices. And so there were two aspects to the technology that Nintendo now owns the patent on. One of them is HD Rumble. This is the vibration aspect that we all know and love, with the ice cubes. But there's a demo that this company was showing off where, I mean, I'm not super clear on specifically how this works, but you know how there's, like, that one video on YouTube of the dude who, like, electrocutes his muscles to make himself dab? I think it's kind of like that. Let me see. I think I want to do this. But basically the idea is, the demo is like there was, like a geyser of water, and they were trying to block the water with their hand. But the trick with this technology is that you would actually feel the feedback in your hands, and, like, your hands would actually tell you, like, that you're feeling force and you're feeling resistance as your hands, like, move through the air. Which I'm sure is, like, way too expensive to actually, like, do anything with, but man, that is a super interesting idea, and I really hope that that's something that you know, we eventually crack, you know? I'm sure you can still find the demo on YouTube, although I'm sure the title is in Japanese, so I wouldn't know how to find it. I'm sorry, a guy did what? Yeah, I forget the channel name. There's this, like, teen, this Gen Z looking dude, who does, like, videos about electronics, I guess, and he makes a bunch of, like, hack projects. And one of them he did was, like, attaching electrodes to his arms, and then, like, setting the, like, making it specifically, like, so that the electricity was just so that his muscles would contract and go into the exact pose that constitutes a dab. So you could hook yourself up, and with the press of a button, you would be forced to dab. I can't wait until my Switch forces me to dab. Until my Switch forces me to do the directly to you gesture. I mean, obviously it's not quite like that, because, I mean, something that extreme would actually be painful, and I think if you go and watch that video, it is quite clear that the people who are forcing themselves to dab are in pain as the electricity courses through their bodies. But just feel like a little bit of like light pushback, a little bit of light resistance. That's a really cool idea. And they should do that. Keep taking too long to fire. Yeah, it's called a capture card input delay. I'm a big fan. It takes a sec, but I got it. Thanks. I almost thought he was gonna say to electrocute his abs. Snoodoodle, no. Anyways, that was the last one, so hell yeah. And it only took, what, 1 extra hour? Yeesh. Yo, this dude's got a cool pose, though. I like this one. Wait until they release a controller that burns your palms for standing in lava. I want a controller that lets me feel casts. I can feel ice cubes, but can I feel ice casts? Yeah, I mean, the input delay isn't super bad. Like, honestly, like, I want to say 3 frames, maybe, based on the resyncing that I do during the YouTube VODs. Because I don't put these directly on YouTube. I, like, edit them a little bit to resync some things. And I think it's, like, 3-ish frames of input delay. So it's very minor. It's easy to deal with. But it is there. How long before there's a controller that blisters your hands with freezing cold air? Yo, one time I went to, this might have been Disneyland. There was like a 4D Muppets movie, and that's how they did it. That's the sense that they added. I'm sure the Goron Blood Brothers would go for those controllers. Speaking of new controller technologies, there was some PS5 news that happened since I last streamed. Y'all heard about this? Now, usually Sony isn't very on the ball with new controller technologies. We put a giant fluorescent light bulb in the controller. Actually, I take that back, it's incandescent. We wanted to make sure we created the most wasteful possible experience to get the worst battery life imaginable. But they did do a cool thing. Apparently, the new PlayStation controller is going to have triggers, which is kind of a similar force sensing thing, but the mechanical resistance of the triggers can be variable. So if you're like pulling back the string on a bow, that might be different from like the gas in a racing game, for example. That's a kind of cool idea. Hey, remember when Sony said that Rumble was so last gen? To be fair, I don't have a PlayStation 3 or 4 either, but I might get a 5, I don't know. Maybe a 5 Pro when they inevitably do that. Weren't they also promoting at one point how their consoles would be energy efficient? Yeah, I mean, the current gen Sony and Microsoft consoles, from what I understand, I mean, I don't have an Xbox One or a PS4, but I believe, what are my weapons here? Just this thing? Yeesh. Aren't the most efficient machines. And they're also quite noisy. That I have experience with. But, ugh. Yeah, they did say that it was going to be more energy efficient. And it wasn't going to be such a power hog. And for some reason, gamers got mad at that because climate change is SJW lies. I want my PlayStation to use more electricity. What is this? You still have ruins, though? I mean, I have these. I don't know if I have, like, Mipha's Grace and whatnot. I do, actually. Neat. I could use some Daruk's protection, though. I have not pulled off a single Flurry Rush. I was mentioning during the Yiga thing that I was having trouble with this, but I guess now it's time to pay the piper. That was alright. I don't see why I should be punished for that. There it is. Those aren't runes, those are your spirit powers. Well, I have both. Now I know. Oh boy. And this is the food that I have. Oh no. A baked apple. A baked apple. I mean, again, I have Mifa's Grace, so it's not all bad, but... Ugh. The selection of gear is particularly, scarce this time around. Like, they've been bad before. The Va Ruta one, I had to figure some... I had to think outside the box a little bit. But the second this thing breaks, I'm kind of fucked, so, It's like they say, those who lack determination may find this unforgiving. Ugh. Yeah, the wind-up on that one is way shorter than the vertical slice. Speaking of... Do you have Stasis Plus? No. I do on my real save file, but for stream purposes. Do I have arrows? I have 5 ice arrows, that's it. I just want to trigger the next phase. Come on, man. There we go. Yeah, on this save file I've been doing mostly like main quest stuff, so nothing too crazy. Where'd she go? She's not coming down. Okay, we gotta get to do this. We gotta Octorok him. I'm so hungry. Yo, YouTube poops aside, I legit am like fucking starving right now. I might just like have a whole ass meal before I go to bed. No lie. That's a good point though. Stasis Plus would help in a situation like this. Okay. It's hard to see through like, oh no, all the particle effects. Also the thing he's doing with his hand is really cool. It's a cool pose. He's like peekaboo. Well, there's my last chance on that one. Yeah, we're coming up on like 6 hours, because I started at midnight, and now it's like, ugh. According to OBS, it's been 5 hours and 47 minutes, so I'm just about ready to turn in for the night. But that's it, that's our memory. And then the Champion's Ballad is, well... So next stream, we're going to be doing the Dungeon and Hyrule Castle. But then that's it for Breath of the Wild, we're done. And then, 2 games can be over. Either way, though, really significant progress. Close call, but good job. Well, thanks. I almost missed that he doesn't do, like, the yaoi noise, like the, I mean, that's the noise I make when I see Cass, but... Are you still adrift in thought? Is that what you call it when you space out while looking at Cass's ass? You seem lost to the whims of your mind. Ain't that the truth? Oh, pardon me. I suppose it's none of my business. Ha! Wandering around here and listening to anecdotes about Champion Daruk has truly invigorated me. You too, eh? See, Nerdbird, you got good taste. In fact, it has inspired me to honor him in my own way, separate from my teacher's unfinished song. That is why I felt inclined to roost here, near the divine beast Varudanya, which Daruk himself mastered. Everybody always dunks on me. Nobody can ever agree with me that this bird can get it, and it sucks. I have no idea why this is Daruk's theme. They used this in like one of the Game Awards Breath of the Wild trailers, but I don't know, I always associate this with like other things. With the things that showed up in that trailer more than I do Daruk.
Ah, count me in, tiny princess. I'm the fearless Daruk. And if Hyrule needs my help, I'll gladly lay down my life.
Thank you, Daruk.
Not sure if it's Calamity Ganon's fault or what, but I hear monsters have been attacking people more than ever lately. Times like these, you shouldn't leave the castle without a horde of mighty Gorons to watch your back.
You sound like father. He's a
In my
silly
opinion,
man.
these are the only good real memories for the most part. The vanilla stuff is pretty bad.
You're the top contender. Is the most
It is nice. I do wish we got to see more of the champions, for sure.
Huh? That could only be... Huh? What the? They really are all over the place these days. Is someone being attacked? Cowards. Wait here, princess.
See, that's what I say when people are mean to me about cast. I'm like, cowards. And then this is me at chat.
Spineless little cuckoos! No
Cuckoos.
monster stands a chance when fighting me, the almighty Daruk.
Oh. You're safe.
Oh, I remember this one now. Oh no, this is good.
Seems our friends here were
Baby!
being attacked.
See, she can pet the dogs.
Precious boy. You saved his life.
Precious boy, precious boy, precious boy. This like immediately brought me to tears. I fucking love this puppy. Look at them. Doggy.
Good riddance, and stay safe. I'm sorry you had to see that side.
Puppy.
As a kid, dogs always chased me. I still panic when I see one of those critters.
I never imagined the great Daruk.
Also, listen to like this music. I love all these new cutscene themes.
So tell me, princess,
Yes?
Calamity Ganon isn't, some kind of a dog monster, is he?
No, that's Keaton. You're confused. I suppose even champions are not immune to fear. So, what do you think of Champion Daruk's song? By writing a song that celebrates the softer side of Champion Daruk, I feel closer than ever to my dear teacher. The missing verses of an ancient song. I think the perfect setting would be Hyrule Castle in the distant past.
I knew you could do it, little guy. Now you can use Daruk's protection more than ever.
Ain't that like the one champion ability that I have permanently turned off?
See that Ganon jerk?
Daruk's protection is ready to... Oh.
Good
Okay, never
riddance,
mind.
ancient breath.
Calamity Ganon, formerly known as Pupperdorf. Hooray. Don't know what I would have done without it. Boy, am I glad to see that. Well, thanks. Someone's gotta commend me. The door to the final trial is now open at the Shrine of Resurrection, baby. We're definitely saving that for next time. I have gotta to get out. I gotta log off, as they say. Oh gee, I wonder where the Great Plateau is. Don't you turn away from me. Actually, never mind. You can turn away from me all you want. Okay, let me zoom out here real quick. Because I'm just thinking of what I have to do for next time. So we've done all the little champion things, and this orange icon from the lady who wants a sippy, who wants a drinky, is gonna haunt me. But memories. Yes, we need this one in Akala, this one in... Oh boy, this one's always so tricky to track down. And this one in Hyrule Castle. I do want to get all the memories before the end. But I think this dungeon, like, is not as time-consuming as the Gerudo and Goron quests. So, yeah, I think we should have plenty of time to track all that down. So yeah, I guess next time on Breath of the Wild is going to be the finale. You know, yeah, I've got thoughts, but I'll save that for later, you know? I don't know. I don't want to get emotional too soon. Let's just enjoy Cass's, music. It's better. Yo, y'all ever feel like this? Oh wait, whoops, I also forgot to say that was the end of the stream for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you poor Link, look at his face. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are. Plus highlights and more. You can also subscribe to me here on Twitch if you particularly enjoyed the stream. You can also check me out on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a Discord server with all sorts of channels for you guys to hang out on, both on and off stream. And if any of that interests you, you can check it out in the Twitch cards below or in the YouTube description if you're watching the VOD. Have a good night.